Thank you, Shula, for introducing me and having me and my wife here today to join with all of you. Last time I was here, I was by myself, but I'm glad that my wife is able to be here to help me out today. And again, I'm very happy to meet all of you and to be able to share with you a great opportunity. It looks like most of you here have already signed up, so you have some experience already on what this opportunity is like. But for the new people, I'm hoping that by the time we finish with this presentation, you're going to find that this truly is a great opportunity. And I see it as being a really good opportunity or great opportunities because I guess I should start by giving you a little bit more background about myself so that you see the path that I went and why I think or feel the way that I feel. In my community, the Hmong community, our parents, they really pushed us to go to school, get an education, and then come back and get a good job. From the old country, in their mind, they think that if a son or a daughter could go through that pattern, then, they have it made and that you're going to be successful and so forth. And so, yes, I did. I really tried my best when I was a young kid to do what my parents said. So I did the traditional way of, yes, went to school, get my higher education, and then came back and work, only to, come to the reality, to discover the reality that, really, you're not going to be successful. It's going to take more than that. Because life has a lot more coming at you as you really live life, as you start a family. Currently, I have 6 children, okay? My wife and I have 6 children, and our youngest is 1 month old, and our oldest is 12 years old. And so, with this many children to support and living in the society that we now live in, it's just not possible to really be able to take care of all the things that you need to take care of to get your family's needs met and so forth, especially if you have only one income in the home as well, okay? And so, again, I woke up to this reality that, hey, I thought I did everything right. I went to school, I got education and so forth, but why am I still struggling, okay? I'm still struggling, and so over the years then I did my best to learn why I was struggling, and I learned some stuff on the way, but also at the same time, I started looking into opportunities or other opportunities that will allow me to earn more income. Because we live in a society where we need to have money to be able to take care of our families. It's not like when our parents, those of us from the old countries, Southeast Asia, Laos and so forth, our parents back then, their life is based on farming. So you work and you have children, then you're able to take care of yourself and your family. But here in America, most of us, we do not farm anymore. We have to be able to go earn those money, to be able to use those money to buy our food, buy our clothing, and take care of our needs. And so, again, what I found is that, look, I need to figure out other ways to earn more, and so I got into learning about network marketing over 10 years ago, and I started getting involved in various types of network marketing. My first one, last time I shared with you guys, was Herbalife. Herbalife is a company that has been around for the longest time. And then I got involved with others as well into the financial services and so forth. But then what I discovered over the years by getting involved with these different types of network marketing or business opportunities is that, you can really make a lot of money in network marketing, but then there's 2 crucial things that you have to be able to do to really be successful. That is, you gotta have to, I guess at this point I'm gonna start using this board. So, my personal experience, okay? Yeah, okay, good. Go ahead. Okay. So, my personal experience is that there's 2 things that I discovered that you need to be able to do to be successful in network marketing. Number 1 is that you have to be able to sell. You got to be able to sell the product or the services that your network marketing is offering, okay? And number 2, if you want to actually make get big, make a lot of money as, you know, what the people dream of doing in network marketing, then you have to be able to recruit or, you know, sponsor other people into your business so that you will have more, a bigger team to do the work. But the reality is this: those of us who come into network marketing, most of us are ordinary people. We are not salespeople, we're not recruiters. These are skills that, you know, only certain people who are really into this kind of stuff could do well. And so what really ends up happening is that over 90% of people who get involved in multi-level marketing or network marketing actually lose more than what they hope to gain out. It's only the few that actually makes the money. And those are the ones that are able to do this, okay? And so that was the first thing that I discovered. And then TelexFree came along. TelexFree changed everything. Okay, what I learned in the last 7 months of being in TelexFree is that there is a way for me to actually be successful and earn, you know, an income at the level that I could even choose for myself in TelexFree, without having to be able to sell and be able to recruit or sponsor other people. And I will go more into that. And at the same time, if I want to sell, if I want to recruit, that's also available for me in TelexFree as well. Okay. But first, let me cover how you're still going to be able to make it or earn in TelexFree without, you know, having to sell, without having to recruit. How you're able to do it here is that TelexFree has figured out a unique way of doing business. Every business, what they want is they want their name to get out there. They want people to know about them, and so they advertise, right? Traditional business out there. They send us newspapers, they have billboards, they have TV ads and so forth, so that their name gets out there, everybody knows, so they get the customers and they get, you know, what they're looking for, which is to get business and you know, earn money. Well, TelexFree tried that for 12 years. So they've been around. They've been around for 12 years. In the past, they weren't called TelexFree. I think it was Common Sense, if I remember correctly. So they've been building their business for over 12 years already. Their product, their flagship product, is VoIP. Okay, it's a software technology that allows you to make phone calls through the internet, locally, internationally as well. And so they advertised the traditional way for over 12 years, but then last year, January 2012, they decided that, you know, we're gonna give people an opportunity. We're gonna turn our business into a network marketing. We're gonna let people like you and I to help advertise, and we're gonna pay them the advertising fee instead of paying to this company or that company. So then that opens the door for all of us to become involved. And so what they did was this. They would actually pay you and I a base fee to advertise their product. Ultimately, of course, you know, we want to be able to sell the product, they want to sell the product, and we are helping them sell the product. But then they're going to be paying us to advertise for them. As we advertise for them on a daily basis, we will get paid on a weekly basis at the end of the 7-day period. Okay? So what, if you don't recognize it, what we have here is basically a contract in place that, look, it's like a traditional job. You go work for an employer for a certain period of time, then they pay you something that they've agreed to pay you. Same thing with TelexFree. TelexFree is saying that, look, we want you to help us get the word out. We want to become a household name like AT&T and others. And we're going to, you know, pay you guys a base fee for helping us do that. And so they have several contracts, which I'm going to go over right now. The first contract, it's going to be this. A total of $339. There's a $50 partner fee. I'd like to think of it like a registration fee. And then you buy the package, the basic package, it's $289. And what this does is that this gets you 10 of those VoIP products that I told you earlier about to advertise and to try to sell, okay? And so with this contract, you would advertise once per day, all right? So you go online, and the advertising is also very simple. We advertise online. It's not like the traditional way. You just go online. They have already written the ads for you. All you gotta do is just copy the ads, go paste it at an advertising site, such as Craigslist or any other sites that they have at the back office. And then you copy the link where you advertise it, and you validate it back at your back office. Then your job is done, okay? That could take, 1 minute, 2 minutes, or 5 minutes. It depends on your skills level and how familiar you are with using, the computer. And so for this package, again, you advertise one time per day for 7 days straight without missing any day. Then they will pay you $20 for the week, okay? So that's the contract, all right? So you know that, look, if you choose this contract, you will make at the very least $20 a week as long as you keep your end of the bargain of advertising every single day. If you miss even one day, the contract says that you lose out on the whole $20, okay? So that's the basic idea or their plan of TelexFree. This is how they do it. Next plan or contract is this package. Let's see, what is it? $13.75? What was it, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Which gives you a total of $14.25. Same concept applies, except that this is 5 times that one up there. So you would get 50 of the VoIP products to advertise and sell. But then this one now translates to $100 a week. Okay? You advertise now 5 times instead of 1 time. So 5 times a day without missing any day for a whole 7-day period, then the company will pay you $100. Actually, I should clarify that. You actually will sell it back to the company. Okay? If you cannot sell the product, somebody doesn't see the advertising and somebody doesn't buy it, then you could sell it back to the company for these corresponding amount. Let me go ahead and cover that. The VoIP product itself is $49.90 per month, okay? And so, as you advertise, some people may see or they may not see your advertising, which if you really think about it, that's just normal. Even the traditional business, they send out all these advertising to us and anybody out there. Some of them, I like to think of it just goes to a black hole. Nobody ever sees it, it's just a waste. Some people see it, they look at it. If they want to buy the product, then buy it. If they don't, then they don't. Same thing with here, except that we're doing it on the internet. And so the product is going to be $49.90 per month. If somebody buys the product, you're actually going to make 90%, which is equivalent to, basically I like to just think of it as just like $50 and you're going to make a $5. Okay, just going to round it up. So you're going to make $5. I mean, not $5, $45. $45, okay? So you're going to get $45 if somebody actually buys the software. But if nobody buys the software, then you could sell it back to the company and the company will pay you $20. Okay? So either way, you win. Somebody sees the product, they buy it, you get this higher amount. If nobody buys it, you give it back to TelexFree and you get that lower amount. Okay? And this is going to go on for a period of 52 weeks, each of these contracts, before it expires. And then if you want to renew it, then renew it, or if you want to buy a new one, then buy a new one. Okay? And so pretty much this is how it works. And so again, by paying us that base amount, we're able to actually really determine how much we want to make. I like to think of it kind of like giving myself a raise. I'm a social worker. Earlier I didn't cover that, but I'm a social worker, and I've been a social worker for over 15 years now. And at my agency, I've capped out. I cannot make any more than what I'm making right now. And so, for me to make any more money, I got to figure out another way to give myself a raise. So if I want another $100 a week, in addition to what I'm making right now, my regular full-time job, then I get one of these contracts and I'm going to get $100 a week. Okay? Or, if you want more, the best part of all is that you could buy as many contracts as you want, okay? We have people who, in fact, on my way here as I was driving, I have 2 other team members who, a husband and wife, each one of them are gonna do the team builder. Okay, I will cover team builder later, but basically a team builder account is you have a total, if you do it all on your own, you have a total of 11 of these family accounts. It's gonna earn you basically over $4,000 a month. And that's equivalent to somebody's regular salary, okay? So you could literally do that with this opportunity with TelexFree, okay? And so far, I want to point out something. So far, I have not talked about recruiting other people and, so on. All that I've been talking about is you doing all this on your own, okay? That's why I said at the very beginning that this opportunity is very different from others where, I could do it all on my own. I could literally write my own paycheck, okay? And so here, every day, you sit in front of your computer or wherever there's internet access, you go online, you do your simple advertising, and the advertising, again, is truly really simple to do, okay? Maybe later on we could kind of demonstrate. But you do all this online. You don't have any stock to carry with you. These are all softwares, it's on the server. And so the computer keeps track for you. If somebody buys a product, it shows at your back office that this software has been sold. The commissions is showing at your back office. So again, you don't have to worry about stocking, having a bunch of stuff to sell. Like back in the days when I did Herbalife, I got a bunch of products that it just went to waste. I bought a lot and just sat in my garage and it got expired, and so that was history. But this is now. So let me kind of pause a little bit and take any questions to clarify anything that anybody has regarding what I've covered so far before I move on. Especially the new people, if there's anything that is not clear. Okay. Actually, can I see a show of hand? Who's new? Okay, all right. Okay, so you here are the new people. Okay, all right. So far so good. You guys following?
Yes.
Okay.
How do they pay?
How do they pay?
Yes.
Okay, the way they pay is this. So at the back office, when you sell back your product, your package back to them, it's going to show up. It's just a number, of course. At your back office, to get the money out, you will have to accumulate a total of at least $300 first. Okay, so whether you do this packet or that packet, it would need to add all up to 300 before you could actually request a withdrawal out. And then how it works is that you request from your TelexFree back office. It's going to go into a what's called kind of like, I like to think of it like a middle person. Right now we're using iPayout system, and then from iPayout to your bank account. So TelexFree is over here. Okay, so it's a 3-step process. And I've tried it, and I was able to take out my money already.
How much they charge?
Actually, I was surprised at the amount that they charge. It's very low. I don't know what the details straight off my head at the moment, but it's very low. Okay, I cannot remember exactly what it is. But that's the process that you will go through to get your money out. Okay? Any other questions regarding this?
I have one question.
Okay.
Now, I noticed you said like on the family pack, if we forget one day, we won't get paid.
That's right.
But let's say we don't forget, but there's 5.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
the time you forget one, but
Mhm.
you did all the other ones, what happens then?
Then you get paid for the other 4, but you don't get paid for that
Oh, I
one.
see.
At first, I thought that you would lose out the whole 100,
Yeah.
but what I've seen is that no, you actually just lose on the one that you miss. Okay, so that's good, right? Okay, Nick?
I think my question is more surrounding, let's say if I do all that stuff, I still don't get paid. What I do?
If you still don't get paid, well, there's ways for us to address that, and that is we are fortunate to be connected to an upline leader who has direct connection or communication with corporate, okay? Because it's such a huge company, they're not going to be able to talk directly to all of us. And so there's certain people within certain teams that they designate to be that link. And so we would then go through, that person in our team is Ray Lentz. Not only him, but we have other leaders as well in the local area. There's Darcy Allen, who's in the Sacramento area. She's one of our upline leaders in this team here. Roy is in Washington, but Roy, I find him very accessible through email. He's very responsive, okay? And so the thing, and I'm glad that you bring that up, because I do really want to stress that TelexFree understands how important it is for all of us to get paid. And so they put in a lot of time and effort to ensure that we all get paid. And so, of course, because TelexFree is growing so fast, things hasn't been as smooth as we want, but they have always delivered, okay? It may delay a little bit here and there, but they've always delivered. And so I've been around TelexFree for 7 months now. I have not had any problems, okay? A lot of times people, I'll get to you, let me just finish this up. A lot of times people struggle, they struggle because it may be that they're impatient about it, or they're not doing the right things that they're supposed to be doing. If they do what they need to do, follow instructions, then things usually work out. That's been my experience. I'm sorry, so let's get back to your question.
And my second part of the question is surrounding the money. Where did they get all this money from?
Well, you know, that's a very good question. Everybody asks that question, okay? First, I want to say that I am no different than you, okay? I'm going to try to answer best as I could. But I want you to understand that I am not TelexFree. I'm not working for them. I'm just like you, and I'm here to just share the opportunity with you based on my experience and what I've learned. Regarding how they get the money, of course, one way is through these. You know, we all contribute money to buy products, and so they would have some money here to use to pay us back. But then there's additional revenues that they have as well. Remember that this is a company that's been around for 13 years already. They've built a customer base, okay? So they have their other source of income that is coming in as well. Not only that, TelexFree is, if you look at their tag name, they're an advertising and technology company. They advertise. Their product is not only the VoIP. Today I'm only covering the VoIP, but they're rolling out additional products. In November, we're going to be going to Orlando, the next big convention, and they're going to be explaining, you know, these additional products. In fact, I'll just kind of quickly tell you, I don't know the details yet, but we got a product that has to do with debt management coming. We even have a product, coffee, okay? So these things are additional products that we're going to be able to sell as well. And so advertising is something else, advertising money is something else that they get, okay? And so pretty much, yeah, I mean, again, that's a very good question, but that's something that is really technical, and so I don't really, personally, I don't really spend too much time to look into all those things, because that's really not how I'm going to be able to earn with this opportunity. That's for the guys at the corporate office to figure out. And for me, what I need to figure out is how can I get this out there so I can get paid my commission. I'm working for them in this way. So I hope that I answer your question satisfactorily. If not, we could look at somebody else who may be able to.
And the reason I ask that is because, let's say, if you're a big corporation or something like that, you want to invest a lot of money into it. You want to go quickly, and then there's a big risk there, and what I get there or what I'll be losing, because I know that's the piece that people is very skeptical about.
Yeah. Well then, you got to talk to the owners, and you can actually meet them at the convention that's coming up, okay? So these questions, you could talk to them directly. They're going to have all the corporate guys there, the owners to the CPAs, the lawyer, everybody who's involved there. In fact, those guys came out to the last Newport Beach, which is the last convention as well, okay? So, and again, they're very mindful that people are concerned. And so, ask them directly. If you ask me or somebody else in the field, I think you're just going to get the same answer. So, okay. I got it, back there.
Two questions. So, that second one that you pointed out, is that the max contract you can buy? And not only that, but if you're making a certain amount, like we were saying, did you say about maybe 4,000 or more a month? Or?
Oh, that, because I was jumping a little bit ahead myself.
But then, I guess the second question would be, how would you claim it on your tax and stuff like that? Because that would, if they did come and audit you, what would you say?
Let me say that again. keep in mind, I'm just like you, so when you ask questions that I cannot answer,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to tell you straight out that I don't know. But just think about it, if you're talking about tax, you wanna consult with your tax consultants and so forth. But I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get 1099s. This is a legitimate business. They're taking our social securities, this is a US-based company. I'm sure they're not gonna get away from the IRS, and so we're not gonna get away as well. Okay, one way or another, I think we're gonna have to deal with that down the road. I just don't know exactly yet, because we haven't reached that point, okay? So man, like you said earlier, when January comes around, we'll know, okay? Any other questions? Okay, all right, so let me go ahead and move on to the next thing here. So let me erase all of this. Okay, so now, there's one other, I guess, package or so that you could come in if you choose to. And with this package, we call it a team builder package. This is just the name, the status that they give to somebody who does this plan. And with this plan, you could do it all by yourself as well, or you could do it with the team, okay? And how this works is that there's you here, and then you need to get 10 other packages, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these, let me clarify that we're not talking about people, we're talking about packages, okay? One package of $14.25 and 5 customers. Customers, I'm referring to the VoIP phones that I talked about earlier, okay? So every one of these needs to have the same thing. It needs to be a $14.25 package, and each needs to have a 5 customer. Okay, this is a team builder. The benefits of this team builder, earlier back there you asked a question about the 4,000, this is where I was getting the 4,000 from. Each of these earns me $100 per week. I have a total, if I do this all by myself, I have a total of 11 packages, so it's gonna give me 1,100 each week. Times 4 weeks, it's gonna give me around this much. So this is what I was saying earlier about how you can actually create like a regular salary, somebody's regular salary by doing this, okay? And here again, the same pattern as I explained earlier applies. You place ads, okay, on a daily basis for each of these accounts. But there is an additional bonus or benefit to being a team builder. Earlier, I explained to you that if you do a 1425 account, you would place ads 5 times. But if you do a team builder, they're gonna reduce it to just 1 time for each of these. So now you're really just only placing ads only 11 times, okay? Otherwise, if you're not a team builder, this will be a total of what, 55? Okay, that's gonna be a whole hour.
So you only have to do 11 ads.
Exactly.
Per account.
Okay, so another way to think about this is you spend 15 minutes a day to earn 1,100 per week or 4,400 per month. Is that worth it?
Of course.
Okay? I mean, you do the math and you make the decision for yourself. So that's how I like to think of the team builder account. And I did. I went ahead and I did it because I think that, again, I'm really taking advantage of this opportunity. I had not come across any business opportunity like this before. And so while it's good and hot, I'm going to run with it. So yes, I've done this. And so that's where the 4,000 comes from, sadly.
So can you say that again? So for the, if you do a team builder, you only get to place 1 ad per?
That's right.
Instead of 5 per?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So that is one of the benefits. The other benefit is pretty much, right now it's on hold. You get a 2% from, they take 2% of the company's pool and share it with all the team builders. And this pool comes from the customer accounts. But currently it's on hold because it's connected to the guys down in Brazil. And so TelexFree at the moment down in Brazil, it's on hold, so they cannot pay out this bonus to anybody. And so right now, if you do team builders, you're still gonna be able to do this, but this right here, at the moment, I cannot give you any straight or permanent answer, okay? What I know so far is that they still intend to be able to pay us this bonus. But then, again, they have to do what they gotta do when the laws is, a part of the situation. And so, I still highly encourage people, if you're able to do this, go for it. Because for me nowadays, my time is very important, okay? You can see that I'm losing all my hair, I have 6 children. I need as much time as I could to be with my family, all right? So if we're spending 15 minutes a day, I don't mind, okay? So that's the other, you could say, package or contract that you can do all by yourself if you choose to, okay? Now, any questions on this before I transition over to the next?
I currently have one contract.
Okay.
So if I wanted to, can I still do the team builder if I do
Oh,
the 10?
thank you for bringing that up. That brings, talking about timeline now. You have 60 days from this time when you activate this account to get your other 10. We're not talking about the time when you join TelexFree, okay? Keep that in mind. We're talking about the time when you activate the account that you intend to do a team builder for. So even after 6 months down the road, you decide, hey, I'm gonna do team builder, go ahead, get your account, the clock starts ticking, finish up the rest. Within 60 days, then you're a team builder, okay?
I have a question. Now, when you do the team builder, will you just have one user account, or do you have to have 11 user accounts?
11. They're all different accounts. They're all separate contracts. Each of these, keep in mind, they're all separate. They're all separate, okay? But the computer will recognize that they're all connected to you, so they will make you team builder status. Okay?
Do you know the stats of how many people actually buy the products?
I don't know the stats. That's something that the company would need to give to us.
Do they have that readily available?
I know that they're working on that because the attorney is involved closely with this company. This company really wants to be around for the longest time. And so they've secured Gerald Nera, who is a big shot, who has a lot of history, all the way back to the Amway days. He was with Amway. But they also recently secured the services of a newer law firm or so. I can't remember what they are. But basically, they've secured 2 types of lawyers. They called Gerald the old school, and then this new one, the new school. Okay, so to ensure that what we do in TelexFree is legit and so that we could continue in the long run. And so they are looking into coming up with income disclosures, with the information that you ask about and all that stuff. Okay, it's just that at the moment, we're not quite there yet. Okay. All right, so no more questions. Let me go ahead and move on. Now, what I'm going to talk about next is if you want to run away with this opportunity, if you want to make a lot of money, okay? I said at the beginning that you could do it on your own, or you could do it the traditional network marketing type of selling the product, building a team. Now I'm going to talk about building a team, what's going to look like, okay? If you're going to build a team, the way I come to understand this opportunity is that it breaks down to 3 main ways of earning at this point. The first way is what they call the fast start bonuses. Second way is what they call the binary bonuses. And the third is the unit level bonuses or pays. And so TelexFree uses a binary model in this business. So it's binary, all that means is that it's going to just branch out 2 people here. So your third person that you recruit, it's just going to go directly under this guy or this guy. Okay, it won't branch out over here. But the computer will recognize that it's still connected to you. Okay? So this is what's going to happen. So let's say this is you. You decided, hey, I'm going to run with this opportunity, I'm going to build a team. And so then you get yourself qualified to earn commissions. The first step for you to become qualified to earn commissions is that you got to get yourself a customer. Okay? This customer could be an actual customer, somebody out there, or it could be yourself. You buy the product from yourself, then you now have met the initial qualification to start earning money, start earning commissions, I mean. And so here you are, you're now qualified, and let's say you sponsor A. A comes in. A comes in at the 339 level package. What's gonna happen at this point is that they're gonna pay you a $20 fast start bonus up front, okay? So A gets placed on your binary here. At your unit level, it's gonna go down to 6 levels that you're gonna get paid on. So A will be placed right here, because A is your direct sponsor, okay? And then now you move on to sponsor B. Let's say that B also comes in at the 339. Again, you're gonna get paid a fast start bonus of 20, but then something else happened. Well, first of all, so B is also right here, the first level still. But something else happened over here. There's now a matching of a 339 and a 339. You're gonna get paid an additional bonus of $20 from the binary, okay? Now let's take this a step further. Let's say that A then say, hey, I also want to build a team. I want to earn a lot of money. A goes and recruits C, but then C is at the 1425 level. What happens at this point? Who gets a fast start? You, A, B, or what? Who gets the fast start? A, because A is the one that sponsors C. And A gets fast start of $100. Okay? So for somebody who comes in at the 1425, the fast start bonus is $100. So A gets the $100. And then now, let's say that you yourself, okay, well, so C, let's put over here so we know where it is. So C is the second level. This is you. You're right here too. I didn't put you right there. But C is in your second level because C is sponsored by A. Okay? And then now let's say you decide that, hey, you know, I'm going to run with this. I'm going to recruit another person. So you go around and you recruit D. And you put D on your right. D is also at the 1425 level. Now who gets the fast start bonus?
You.
You, because you're the one that recruited D. So you get the fast start bonus of 100, but guess what? Something else happened over here at the binary. We have another matching. C and D, the 1425, 1425. The company is gonna pay you another bonus of $80, okay? And you saw that you didn't recruit C. C was recruited by A, and you recruited D. But we're still able to benefit from the work of A right here. And guess what? This pattern goes all the way down to infinity. The computer is going to search this on a daily basis to see if you have new packages being bought on your left side. We call it this our left side, and this your right side. Okay, there's an imaginary line in the middle here. Okay, so the computer is going to search every day if you have any matching packages on your left and on your right, and then you're going to get paid the corresponding amount. And keep in mind that, again, we're talking about just packages that has branched off from your binary. It could be people from top of you spilling down. It could be people from under you buying additional packages. It's going to be a big circle. So you're going to get this huge volume here, this huge volume here, and it's going to pay you through infinity. But if they don't put a cap, then it's not going to work. So they put a cap that each day, it's going to be about 15,000 that that will cap you out. Okay? If you happen to have a day where you got so much binary pays that it goes over 15,000 or so, then they're going to just hold off to those, and then they'll pay you this first. And let me say to you guys that those folks who came to this business at the very beginning, some people are making this type of money on a daily basis because it has now grown to be so big. Okay? And so that is the binary. Now, so C, okay, so D is over here. Let's finish up the unit level. So D is on my first level because I recruited D, or you, I guess. Oh, you also earn on this side as well. The unit levels, they pay you 6 generations, but they pay you only through the people that you directly sponsor. It branches down. Okay, so like if somebody spill over to you, let's say Z right here, Z you will get paid on for the binary, but Z is not in your unit level because you didn't sponsor somebody who sponsors Z, or you didn't sponsor Z directly. So that's the difference. On the unit level side, it's only people who you directly sponsor going down 6th generation. And how you get paid on this side is this. Every time when your team members get paid a $20 for their $339 package, or you know, one of the 1425, the $339 is going to earn you 40 cents, the 1425 is going to earn you $2. Okay? And this pattern goes all the way down to 6 levels every single week. Every single week that your team members makes their $20 or their $100, you're going to make your 40 cents or your $2. Okay? And so, you know, 40 cents, $2 doesn't seem to be much, but let's kind of do the math a little bit just to kind of see the potential of this. Let's imagine, let's say that you now have 1,000 packages under you, okay, that are the family accounts. If I have 1,000 packages times 2, I'm now making $2,000 a week just from the unit level, just from the residual weekly from my team members who I've built, a team that I've built. And so you could just imagine, add a few more zeros. As time goes by, this number is just going to be bigger and bigger. Okay? And so eventually, what you're going to find is that you're not going to earn just weekly basis anymore. You're earning on a daily basis. Because all these different contracts, they sign up at different times, different days of the week. And so it cycles, or the 7-day period ends at different days of the week. Then that's when they get paid. That's when you get paid. So right now, you're going to be able to earn on a daily basis hundreds to even thousands per day because of the way that TelexFree has structured its pay plan. Okay? The binary system, the unit level. All right? Let me pause, take any questions, anything unclear?
Why does the package cost that much? Do you know?
That's something for television to answer. I don't know. They decided, hey, we want to put this price tag for this package. And so, yeah, I don't know.
That's the package.
Okay? So, it's clear so far? Okay, so new people, all good? All right.
Not really though.
Okay, go ahead.
I probably missed a little bit of what you shared, but let's say on 339, right? The one-time fast start brought someone to pay $339 or whatever, and that person makes $20, and then that $20 also comes to me as a pioneer because I sponsor that person. On a one-time pay, right?
Yeah, you get one-time payment of $20, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
after that, you don't get it, right?
that's right.
Yes.
You don't get it, no.
Yeah, that's one.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Guess what? If you have no other questions, this is really it. TelexFree, do individually is what I covered at the first part of it. If you do it as a team, then this is it. As you build a team, you're going to be able to make this type of income. And I can attest to the reality that really everybody can make money here. As I shared, I've been in this for 7 months, and I can see that my life has changed a lot in terms of the financial side of what I've been able to earn in addition to my regular job. And so I could really see that I'm able to do a lot more things now. Because again, we live in a society where it's based on having money to be able to exchange for whatever we need to do. And so the more money you're able to acquire, the more freedom you could have. This is just only the starting point. I mean, there's a whole lot more that we can get to, but TelexFree is like the very beginning stage that will help basically anybody to slowly get to their goals. And I really hope that, especially you new people, that you see this opportunity and that you would run with it with the rest of us. Share this opportunity with other people. The more people you share with, the more people who comes to be part of your team, the more income that you're going to be able to generate. okay? It's a win-win overall. The more people you help, the more you earn. And so, you know, it's in my interest to help all of you, and I will do my best to help all of you. And so I just want to, again, say thank you for coming, especially the new people. I guess a question of that?
Yeah, before you wrap up,
Okay.
can you stress a little bit regarding everyone make money weekly? That one,
Okay.
and how we support each other, how we are going to promote the new promoter.
Okay.
And that's why
Sure.
you
I'm
are
going to be
the
going into more
evidence.
detail about that in a little while for the existing promoters too.
Yeah.
But that's a good question. Let me just also add that we have a number of support systems in place as well for our team. And one of those is a marketing system that I put together, which I call Everyone Makes Money Weekly. I name it that way because everyone really do make money on a weekly basis. Okay, the only people who don't make money on a weekly basis is because they're lazy and they don't do their ad placement or they don't follow directions. But if you do your simple ad placement, as I explained earlier, you will make money. And so we have that marketing system that it's in the internet. And so you're going to be able to reach out to people from all over the world. Okay, and so you may be living here, you may have a relative somewhere in some other country or some other state. All you got to do is just send that link. And I've already prepared all the video, the presentation, to do the presentation for you on your behalf. There's also follow-up emails that I've already prepared to continue to follow up for you, okay? So that's just one of the many resources that we have. We got Skype rooms where our other team members from across the globe come together to share ideas and so forth. And again, we have connections directly with the corporate office whenever we need something to resolve that we cannot resolve on our own. And so if you want to talk about support system, we do have everything in place as well. There's now even a customer service center down in Florida, okay, where you could call to. But also keep in mind that depending on what kind of questions you have, the people that you talk to can only answer certain things, okay? Like earlier, you asked me some questions I can't answer, so I have to say, hey, I'm sorry, I can't answer, okay? But yes, we are a growing company. In America, it's just finishing up its first year. And so TelexFree, in some ways, hasn't really even taken off, okay? That's how the marketing directors keeps telling us that, look, you guys, you got to understand, we got something really great going on here. And we're just building, we're just getting started. We haven't even launched, okay? So I think that in November, when we go down to Orlando, that's when they're probably going to launch, but we'll see. All right. So
Do you have a YouTube video on what you just
I
explained?
do it, and I have recorded here too, so I'll make this one available.
Because I really
And-
like how you explain it. I don't think I can explain it that well. so-
Okay, well, I'm glad you found it useful. And yes, I have a YouTube channel. In fact, let me just put a few resources up here so that you could go, look at it further.
Yes, thanks.
So in terms of YouTube, this is my channel. I have all of my videos there on TelexFree and anything else that I'm doing. So it's http// you can put a www, but nowadays I think you only need to put a www. You still could get through youtube.com/ I have two accounts, so you have to go to the right one, otherwise you're not going to find my videos. So instead of writing it all out there, I'm just going to put here. This one I call it the Mr. Yang Xiong. Okay? So / the Mr. Yang Xiong. When you get there, then just click on the videos and then you're going to see all the videos that I put up. So that's the first resource. Second one, the marketing system. Okay? It's everyonemakesmoneyweekly.com. And so this will take you directly to my link. Okay, this is the domain site. And so the videos that you see in there, if you go in, you sign up, it's going to come to me. And I don't want you to do that. If you have friends who have brought you to see this opportunity and you want to sign up, I want you guys to sign up with your friend. And there's, all it is this. You just add a slash, and then the username, whatever username that they use to sign up for the system, okay? So you write everyonemakesmoneyweekly.com/the username of whoever your friend is. And then you're gonna get the same information. All those links will be customized to your friend already. Should you choose to sign up, it's gonna take you to sign up directly with your friend, okay? So this is another resource. There is another one here. My brother, Danning, who some of you have met, Danning is actually the person who learned about this opportunity and introduced it to us, which now has come to you in this community here. So Danning came up with this resource. He called it TelexFree Hmong.com. So there is a section in here that he speaks only Hmong, videos, training, but then there's also English as well. So even though it says TelexFree Hmong, don't think that, oh, it's only for Hmong people. No. You're going to find it very useful as well. There's going to be English speaking in there, especially he talks about the compensation plan. It's done in English. He goes in detail about the binary and the unit level as well. So yeah, so he has his unique way of presenting it. I have mine. Take what you can, learn as much as you can from various people. Some may click for you, others may not click for you. So, okay. I think that's pretty much it for now. Yeah, I think that's all I can think of from now. So, any last minute questions? Yes, Nick?
Yeah, how long have your brother been in business?
We started at the same time, yeah, March of this year. Yeah.
And the second part of the question is, are you getting paid to do this?
By who?
Telefix?
Oh, no.
Presentation is.
This is
just like us.
I'm just, like I said, I'm just one of you. I'm just like you, okay? And I'm only sharing the opportunity, helping the team members to share the opportunity with you and other new people. And so, should you come in, we're going to be expecting you to help out as well.
Yeah, the reason I ask is I'm looking for opportunities to grow too.
Great. Well, come on in. Okay. And one of the things that we actually have a physical office in Sacramento. Okay. I forgot to mention that. But our office is 2251 Horn Road, Sac. I can't remember the zip code, but you guys can figure that out. Our suite is 134. So we meet typically Friday nights where we come together to update each other on what's going on in TelexFree. If we have new members or new people wanting to learn about the opportunity, then we would kind of separate into two groups and have somebody present the opportunity to the new ones, the old ones. We do continued trainings and teach each other how to continue to build a business. And so this is our physical office over there. And then of course in this area is Mike, Kay, Shua, and everybody else here. Okay? So, Shua, you...
I have one question. Is TelexFree a global business or just in the U.S.?
Yes, it is a global business. Okay? It's a worldwide business. If you go into the website, in fact, if you go onto the website there, you're going to see when you try to register, you click on the countries, you're going to see all the countries that are able to do business with TelexFree. In terms of the VoIP product, it's not quite everywhere. It's over like 40 countries. But even if the VoIP product is not available in that country, they can still do business if their name is listed in the area when you go register. So like for example, we have team members from United Arab Emirates, if I say it correctly. The VoIP product is not available for them over there. But we have team members there who sign up to do the opportunity. Okay? Sure.
Any other country that you have experience signing up a team member that you like to share?
We have France.
France?
We have
Okay.
team members in France. Thailand, yes.
Yes.
And I believe Laos too. Okay? So, we are expanding. My brother is currently in Thailand right now. And, he's working the guys over there. So, all right.
Making it big.
Hold on.
Yeah, but one more thing. This is for the promoters already registered. If they want to show the video to a prospect new promoter, or which one? Can you elaborate that so they can just direct to the? Because there's some of them they just want the information, some they want to watch the video. And the video, some of them, it's been on for like a year or for 6 months, but it's the
Okay.
newest version.
All right, so again, this is what we'll do. When we cover my everyonemakesweekly.com in a little bit, I will go into detail about that, and I'll show you which videos, which ones I have, and what we will be using, okay? All right, so anything else for this particular session? Okay, well then, again, that's pretty much it for my presentation, and I'm glad that you came out. I'm also very happy to have the opportunity to share with you. I hope that you learned something that you would, run with, so that we all could change our lives. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Yang. Thank you.